Welcome to Core Today for February 8th, 2020. This is the show where I break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of Core right now. And with it being Saturday, I'd take a look back at the past week and give you my opinion on some of the biggest stories and answer your questions about them. Now, this is my opinion. If you want to check out the full stories for every topic I talk about, check out the show notes down below. I'll put a link to each story there so you can read about them for yourself and let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you. If you're new here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. It really does help us because it lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here, and hopefully we can help you break free from the high cost of cable TV and still watch the shows you enjoy. Well, let's get into it because it's been a kind of a weird week in cord cutting news. So let's jump into it. A lot of people had questions. Starting off with YouTube TV is coming to the Fire TV in 2020. Now, we've been getting a lot of questions about this because it was announced for last year, didn't happen. If you read my story, you saw I talked a lot about COPA probably being the likely culprit here. About the time it would have gone live on the Fire TV, YouTube TV got hit with the Child Online Protection Act. And so they got a big fine and they made a lot of changes and all kinds of things happened in YouTube. Speculation has been that may have been part of the delay in bringing it to the Fire TV as Google and Amazon worked to ensure they're fully compliant with COPA before they release it to the general public. So we're going to be watching that very closely. But a lot of people were like, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? I don't know. I would expect sooner or later. YouTube seems to have got a lot of their COPA rollout finished. The rules are posted. The features have been updated in apps and more. So I'm really hoping Fire TV comes soon and COPA doesn't delay it anymore. A lot of people are saying, why do we care? As a parent, I care a lot. I know my kids love YouTube. I prefer them not on the regular YouTube app, though YouTube Kids is a great option there, especially if you're sitting next to them. So I hope that this comes to Fire TV. And honestly, I'm almost probably swap my Roku in the kids' playroom for a Fire TV because it has YouTube Kids. So we're going to keep a close eye on this. Let me know, would you switch to a Fire TV because it had the YouTube Kids app? Now, you can get YouTube Kids, if I remember right, on Android TV right now. And especially with some of these newer, cheaper ones out there, the new developer Android TV one that came out, maybe the new TiVo one that's coming out later this year. You know, sub $50 streaming player there. Check it out. All right. Viacom is launching another streaming service according to a report from CNBC. A lot of people have questions about what this was because Pluto TV is mentioned right alongside of other content like Nickelodeon and more. Now, I have a few predictions here. Number one, it sounds like this is a free service at first, and then if you pay, you get additional content, which sounds a lot like Peacock. Peacock free, get additional stuff, maybe ad-free kind of thing if you pay more. My prediction is this. It's going to be based off of Pluto TV. That Pluto TV will be the baseline of the service, and that'll be free, and then you could add additional content on top of it. Now, this is very much in line with some early reports that Viacom wanted to bring the ability to subscribe to services through Pluto TV as an option there. So we're going to watch this very closely. According to CNBC, we'll know for sure when on February 20th, Viacom launches their earnings report and will probably be announcing the service. To me, this makes perfect sense. You got Pluto TV, huge install base of subscribers and users. We maintain that for free. But we say, hey, you really want CBS All Access? Well, you don't have to have a second app. You can put CBS All Access into Pluto TV. We'll bill you right in the app. Or, hey, you want a bunch more Nickelodeon content? Well, pay a little bit. You can get Nickelodeon, BET, all this kind of stuff built in on top of it. To me, that is the most likely version of what's going to happen here, that we're going to see Pluto TV become a kind of baseline service here, and then more and more content will be placed on top of it for an additional amount of money. You look at, for instance, CBS is putting Picard on there. The first episode of Picard has been streaming free on Pluto TV regularly. And what happens if there's just a button there that says, want to see more Picard? Click here. So I expect them to do a lot more things like that. Get your predictions in now. We have a little bit of time, but my prediction is that's how this is going to turn out. All right, so we heard earlier this week analysts predicting that YouTube TV would top 2 million And it has happened. Google did announce, which is not typical. Google does not always announce their subscriber numbers for things like YouTube TV. But they did announce that YouTube TV now has over 2 million subscribers. This means that YouTube TV, Hulu, and Sling TV are the 3 largest streaming services. And honestly, they're starting to pull away from the competition. Now, I don't think Philo or Fubo or AT&T TV now are going to go away necessarily, but we are seeing them pull away. I do believe, though, that YouTube TV benefited greatly from PlayStation Vue shutting down. In our informal studies of our readers, when we surveyed them and more, vast majority of them said, hey, if I'm a PlayStation Vue subscriber, I decided to go to YouTube TV. It seemed to be the best bet, not 100% though, because it's just not completely lining up 100% all the way, but it's got the closest, I would say, price point, cheaper, a lot of the same channels, and a similar DVR. So, let me know, did you go anywhere else other than YouTube TV as a PlayStation Vue subscriber? Let me know. But my prediction is YouTube TV is riding the wave of PlayStation Vue. On top of that, it's a good service, and they're aggressively marketing it. So we'll see how this plays out, but I do feel like we're turning into a 3-way race here, especially once we learned that Hulu with live TV now has 3.2 million subscribers, making it the first live TV service to officially announce over 3 million subscribers. So we'll have to watch that. But there is a lot more still happening here. YouTube TV is still being aggressive. And one thing YouTube TV has that competitors don't right now is PBS. This week, YouTube TV added even more PBS stations. If your PBS station was added, leave me a comment down below and let me know which station that was. And let's go back to Hulu real quick. 3.2 million subscribers. Really seems Hulu is riding the wave of being able to take their on-demand customers and successfully convert them to paid customers, which is a really good strategy there, really good method. But they have also announced they intend to roll international. Now, a lot of people were talking about this as international live TV. That in 2021, Disney announced that they intend to bring Hulu international. That is probably not the live TV side. That is probably most likely to be the on-demand only side of Hulu. Now, this is not the first time Hulu's tried to go international. They were in Japan, eventually spun that off into an independent company. I don't even know if they use the same name. Somebody let me know. Did Hulu Japan change their name? I want to say they did, but I can't remember. So let me know. But we have been seeing more and more services try to go international as companies say, hey, we don't need to pay a middleman. We don't need to go to Sky in the UK and pay Sky to distribute our content when we can go directly to them with CBS All Access or Disney Plus or Hulu. Look for that to become a bigger trend. Hey, that's it for today. A little bit of a short episode. I'm back in the office on Monday. Few notes real quick. A lot of big earning numbers still to come out. Dish is still to come out. Roku's coming out this week. Very interested in Roku active subscriber numbers. How did they do at Christmas? And the Viacom numbers won't come until the 20th. Keep a close eye on the site because we got a lot of big news coming. And after a slow week like this, sometimes when there's a lot of big events happening in the real world, we'll call it, outside of cord cutting, a lot of companies don't like to drop their news because the word will be lost in the mix. Next week, it probably means it'll be a busy week. So check out cordcuttersnews.com. There's even more news there than what I covered here. So check that out, cordcuttersnews.com. Link in the show notes for even more breaking news all about the world of cord cutting with tips, tricks, guides, and more. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Take care, everybody. Be safe.